Okay, now we will discuss question number 6. There is a narrow rectangular plot. So we are talking about a rectangular plot that is what? Narrow. So there is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school in Maholi village. In Maholi village, there is one plot. That plot is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school in Maholi village. The length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio of 11:4 they have given. So 11:4 are the length and breadth of the plot are in the ratio. So length and breadth are given in the ratio of 11:4. So definitely length will be what? 11x and breadth will be what? 4x. Now the next thing. At the rate 100 per meter, it will cost the village panchayat at rupees 1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, that is 75,000 to fence the plot. Fence the plot means suppose this is a rectangular plot. Okay. Now the village panchayat needs 75,000 or they are taking 75,000 to fence the plot. Fence the plot means we have to find perimeter. Okay, because here we got the length and breadth value. So length is what? 11x and breadth is what? 4x. And how they are fencing? They are taking 100 per meter. So per meter they are taking 100 per meter to fence this narrow rectangular plot. To fence the plot, what are the dimension of the plot? So we have to find the actual length as well as the actual breadth. I hope the question is clear. One more time I will explain this question. There is a narrow rectangular plot reserved for a school in Maholi village. The length and breadth are given in the ratio of 11:4 and at the rate of 100 per meter the village panchayat will cost at 100 per meter it will cost the village panchayat rupees 75,000 they are taking to fence the plot. Okay, fencing they will do in this plot. It means we have to find firstly what? Perimeter, because we are talking about fencing. Then we have to find the actual dimension of the plot. It means we have to find the actual length as well as the actual breadth. Is it clear, student? The question is clear? Okay, now we will write the solution. So let the length of the rectangular plot let the length of the rectangular plot be 11x because it is given in the ratio of 11:4. Then we will write the breadth also, and breadth of the rectangular plot be 4x because it is given in the ratio of 11:4. So we have written the length of the rectangular plot be 11x and breadth of the rectangular plot be 4x because it is given in the ratio of 11:4. That is length be 11x and breadth be 4x. Okay. Okay, now the next thing which is given in the question, that rate of fencing per meter. So per meter how much they are taking? They are taking 100. So rate of fencing per meter is equals to rupees 100. So 100 rupees they are taking for per meter. Okay. Now one more thing is given. Total cost of fencing. So the total cost of fencing is what? Rupees 75,000. So these are the things given in the question. I have written let the length of the rectangular plot be 11x and the breadth of the rectangular plot be what? 4x. Then rate of fencing per meter, it is given in the question rupees 100. Then we have to write one more thing that was given in the question, that total cost of fencing is what? 75,000. So we have written all the things which is given in the question. Okay, now we will find the perimeter of the plot. Okay, so perimeter of the plot. Why we are finding perimeter, students? Because it is given in the question that the rate of fencing means we are talking about perimeter, so perimeter of the plot is equals to 2lb. Why I have written 2lb, where L stands for length and B stands for breadth? Because we are talking about rectangular plot, and perimeter of a rectangle is what? 2 in bracket L plus B, where L stands for length and B stands for breadth. I hope it is clear that why I have written perimeter of the plot is equals to 2L plus B, because we are talking about a rectangular plot. Now is equals to 2. Now L, what L value given in the question? That is 11x plus breadth is what? 4x. Now what we will going to do? 2 I will keep it here. 11 plus 4 is what? 15x. Now 2 into 50 is what? 30x. So 2 multiplied by 15 gives you what? 30x. So perimeter of the plot is what? 30x. Now we will find the total amount of fencing. Okay. Now the total perimeter of the plot is what? 30x, and for 1 meter they are taking 100. So we have to find out the total value. That is why I have multiplied the perimeter of plot is what? 30x. I have multiplied to 100. So now we will move. So this will be 30 into 100 will be what? 3000x. So total amount of fencing is what? 3000x. Okay. Now according to the question. According to the question. x is equals to 75,000. Why I have written this? Because the cost of fencing, total cost of fencing, what we got just now, that is 3000. X is equals to 75,000. It means of the fencing of this area we are charging what? 75,000. Okay. Who is charging? The village panchayat. It will cost the village panchayat rupees 75 to fence the plot. So this is the plot, fencing of the plot at the rate of 100 per meter is equals to 75,000. So what I will going to do next is, I have x over here, so I will put x over here. This is 75,000 upon 3000. So 0 will cancel. 3 ones are 3 twos are 6, 3 fives are 15. So the value of x is what? 25. Now this is the value of x. By this value we will find the length as well as the breadth. Okay. Now x is what? 25. So by using this value we will find the length of the plot as well as breadth of the plot. So length of the plot, it is given 11x. So I will multiply 11 into x. The value of x is what? 25. So 11 into 25 is what? 275 meter. Now we got the length, that is 275 meter. Now we will find the breadth. So breadth of the plot. So breadth of the plot is what? 4x. So 4 I will multiply with x. The value of x is what? 25. So 4 into 25 is equals to 100 meter. So length of the plot is what? 275 meter and breadth of the plot is what? 100 meter. Okay. So I will write the answer because we have to write the dimensions. So I will write the length of the plot is 275 meter and the breadth of the plot is 100 meter. Okay.